Okay, so rational root theorem. Determine the leading coefficient, constant term, and the roots. Pag sinabi pong roots, yun yung mga yung value ng x na nahanap sa isang equation. Okay po. So, pagka pinag-uusapan natin is rational root theorem, isa-solve natin to, hahanapin natin yung roots nang hindi to sinasolve. Okay po, ang gagamitin lang natin is the rational root theorem. So first, ang sabi, determine the leading coefficient. So ang leading coefficient natin dito is yung katabi ng highest degree, which is 1. So wala naman kayo nakita dyan, may automatic 1 tayo coefficient. Okay, next, determine the constant term. So ang constant term natin, yung walang katabing variable, which is the 6. And the roots. So kapag hahanapin po natin yung roots ng isang polynomial equation, always look sa constant term. Okay po? So hahanapin po natin yung factor ng constant term. So what are the factors of 6? That is 2 and 3, 6 times 1. And then, pag pinag-uusapan po natin is roots, i-include po natin si positive and negative. Lalagyan nyo lang ng positive and negative. Okay po. So now, ilan yung possible roots natin? We have 2, 4, 6, 8. Bakit po naging 8? Kasama po kasi yung negative. So, ang possible roots natin is 8. Okay po. Pero, titingin po kayo sa highest degree or the degree of the polynomial. Kung ang highest degree po natin is 3, ang roots po natin is 3. Kung ang highest degree po is 4, ang roots po natin is 4. Okay po? So, ang possible roots po, possible pa lang yan, posible, 8. Pero 3 lang dito ang satisfy sa equation. So, now let us trial and error using the synthetic division. Kapag ang remainder ay naging 0, then yung root na yon is isa sa mga zeros ng polynomial equation na to. So now let us try natin dito si negative 1. Ito, negative 1. So we have synthetic division, lalagay mo yung negative 1. And then get the coefficient. We have 1, 6, 11, and 6. So now, bring down first term, 1. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. 5 times negative 1 is negative 5. And 11 minus 5, that is 6. And 6 times negative 1, that is negative 6. And 6 minus 6, that is 0. So kapag ang remainder po natin, so napansin nyo, 0 yung remainder, therefore, negative 1 is isa sa mga roots. So, we have 3 roots, diba? We have 1, 2, 3. So, negative 1 po is isa sa mga roots. Kasi nag-0 po yung remainder. Okay po. So, try naman natin dito si negative 2. Okay po, try natin si negative 2. Okay, so we have try negative 2. So, synthetic division, lalagay mo yung negative 2. And then, yung mga coefficient, we have 1, 6, 11, 6. So, bring down the first term, 1. 1 times negative 2 is negative 2. 6 minus 2 is 4. 4 times negative 2 is negative 8. And then, 11 minus 8, that is 3. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. And 6 minus 6 is 0. So, ang 0 ulit natin is remainder. Therefore, negative 2 is isa sa mga roots ng itong equation na to. So, we have negative 2. Okay po. So, next, isa na lang. Isa na lang yung hahanapin natin. So, pipili tayo ulit dito na magsasatisfy sa equation. Kapag ang remainder is 0, then isa siya sa mga roots ng equation na to. So, I think ang ito-try ko naman dito is negative 3. So, we have try negative 3. Kapag itong negative 3 is nag-0 ang remainder, therefore, ang roots nito is negative 1, negative 2, and negative 3. So we have negative 3. Bring down the numerical coefficient. We have 1, 6, 11, 6. Bring down the first term. 1 times negative 3 is negative 3. 6 minus 3 is 3. 3 times negative 3 is negative 9. 11 minus 9 is 2. 2 times negative 3 is negative 6. And 6 minus 6 is 0. So, nag-0 ang remainder natin. So, therefore, negative 3 is isa sa mga roots ng equation na to. So, ayan lang po ang roots natin. We have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3 po. So, ganyan lang po ang rational root theorem. Kukunin nyo lang po yung factors ng ating constant term and then trial and error, try and try. Kapag nag-0 yung remainder, isa yon sa mga roots ng polynomial equation. So, thank you for watching.